Understanding Himalayan art from a religious context is really a big field, and there's lots of components, and there's lots of things to learn and understand. Now, it's not so much from the sculpture side, but from the painting side. And the subject today is lineage paintings. And lineage paintings are a really important topic and concept because it's very common in the art, and it is throughout all of paintings and murals. You can have a reduced lineage or you can have an expanded lineage. There's different ways that the lineage can be interpreted by the artist or interpreted by the religious tradition, and the artist is informed by that. Now, with painting, there are four types of ways that the lineage is depicted from the point of view of composition. So basically, we're dealing with a rectangle or we're dealing with a square. It depends if it's a mural. We have a certain amount of space on the canvas that can be allocated to a lineage of teachers extending from ancient India up until the recent times, or up until the present. Of course, a lineage from a complete lineage from the past to the present can have 40, 50, 60 teachers in it. You can have a condensed lineage of 3 people, 5, or a few more than that. So there's different ways that the lineage can be depicted. But in terms of the composition and in terms of the artist and the choices the artist has four choices actually, not 3, 4. He has a linear depiction, alternating, dual, and asymmetrical. We're not going to get into all of these. I just want to talk about dual. Because dual is quite interesting, and it plays an important role in later centuries, especially the 17th up to the present. So now a lineage always appears at the top of the painting, and then it can extend down the sides. Or it starts at the top, and then it is the upper composition is filled with floating figures that descend down the sides and can be at the bottom. It all depends on what the focus or the subject of the main topic of a painting is. Sometimes the main topic of a painting is the lineage. Other times the main topic could be a protector deity, a meditational deity, and the lineage is put in as a secondary iconographic program. So for dual lineage, the dual lineage always starts at the top center. And it usually starts with Shakyamuni Buddha or Vajradhara Buddha, or it could be Samantabhadra Buddha of the Nyingma. A dual lineage, what it means is you are not showing a single lineage. What you're doing is you're showing 2 different lineages that may be completely unrelated, maybe just tangentially related. So you begin at the top center, and then moving to the right, to the viewer's right or left, then you have figures that extend to the sides of the composition, and then extend down, descending to the bottom of the composition. And they're 2 different lineages. Where we find this the earliest, we find it with Indian-style paintings done in Tibet. We find it with the Taklung Kagyu tradition, where they will have the on one side from the top center. Usually it's on the left side, the viewer's left side. We then have start with Vajradhara, then we have Tilopa Naropa, Marpa Milarepa, Gampopa, then Pakmodrupa, and then Taklung Tangpa Chempo, and then it descends with the Taklung Kagyu down the left side, our viewer's left side. But then on the viewer's right side of the painting, next to Vajradhara, we will have Jo Atisha, and then Dromten, his student, and then we will have the early Retting Monastery, the early Kadampa lineage extending down one side. So this is the earliest that we found, but then we find it with some Sakya paintings and Shalu paintings, where we might have a deity in the middle of the as a central focus, and then at the top we will have the Hevajra lineage going down one side, and the Chakrasamvara lineage of tantric meditational deities, Hevajra, Chakrasamvara. Then they will extend to the right and left and down and descend down the sides. In more modern times, from really we're looking at the late 15th century up to the present. We have the Gillum Tradition, where you have an image of Shakyamuni Buddha or Tsongkhapa, and then at the top you will have Shakyamuni Buddha, and then you will have on one side Nagarjuna, and on the other side you will have a Sangha. And from descending from the Nagarjuna, meaning next to Nagarjuna is a lineage of teachers, so it's Aryadeva, then Aryadeva student, and this is the lineage of the Madhyamaka philosophical tradition. On the other side, you have a Sangha. Actually, you have often it will be the two will often have Shakyamuni Buddha first, then you'll have Manjushri and Maitreya on either side of Shakyamuni. And then the human lineage is Nagarjuna, Aryadeva for the Madhyamaka, and then you have a Sangha, and then Vasubandhu and others who are representing the Yogacara lineage descending down the sides. And this actually became later, during the time of the first Panchen Lama in the 17th century, this became the formula for creating the Gelugpa field of accumulation or refuge field paintings. So understanding this dual lineage is quite important for understanding Gelugpa refuge fields, but it's also one of the four main types of lineage composition we see in painting. So that's enough of that. You can press the like button, you can subscribe, you can also join HAR on Patreon for exclusive videos, exclusive articles, and also images that are put up on Patreon first before they go up on the HAR website.